Marty Lobdell is an American psychologist and a professor at Pierce College. With 40 years of teaching experience, Lobdell has identified the key strategies for effective learning. He knows better than anyone how to study less, but more effectively. His lecture is available on YouTube in the original Study Less, Study Smarts. In today's episode, we've gathered 5 key points from the professor's talk. First, studying longer doesn't mean studying better. How long can you actually absorb the information you're reading? An hour or two? This is the time from when you start studying until you first lose focus. Your mind starts to wander, and you find yourself rereading the same paragraph over and over. According to data from the University of Michigan, the average student's attention span is about 25 minutes. Only a very few people can go beyond this limit. Let's look at the learning process on a graph. The first 20 to 30 minutes are the most effective. After that, the brain can no longer retain or even absorb any information. When you study without breaks, sooner or later you hit a wall. You stare at the pages and don't even understand what you're reading. Sure, you can sit with your books for 4 hours if you want, but let's be honest. How much time did you actually spend learning? 20 to 30 minutes. So what do we end up with? Fatigue, wasted time, and a feeling of discouragement. If you sit for a couple more hours, you'll end up hating the subject you're studying, which will only make it harder to understand. Now imagine this process repeating day after day, year after year. It's no wonder that so many people simply give up on studying. Someone might say, "But I'm studying all the time and it's useless. My grades are still bad." Meanwhile, Dima only studies for 20 minutes a day and spends the rest of his time having fun, yet he aces all the tests. How is that fair? If you study with breaks, you'll be able to maintain your concentration for much longer. Do you feel yourself starting to get distracted? That means it's time to take a break. Take a 5-minute break. Let's take a look at the chart now. Breaks help increase your effective study time. Your attention hasn't scattered yet, and after a short rest, you return to studying with the same level of concentration as at the beginning. Step away from the text and do something you enjoy. Let that be your reward for diligent studying. Stretch, do some exercises, take a walk, or dance to your favorite song. And after your final study session, treat yourself to a celebration. Let it be something special. When he was a student, Professor Lobdell used this very system. He studied from 3 to 9 in the evening, and then went to a bar to have a beer with friends. Sometimes at the bar, he would run into a student from another group who studied in exactly the opposite way.